was sleeping on a bench outside a gas station. Maddox tased him twice before the man even opened his eyes. The man screamed and rolled off the bench while Maddox laughed. I told him to stop, and Maddox got angry. "You want to join him?" He stepped closer. "You got a badge. That makes you different from them. Don't make me change my mind about you." 2 weeks later, dispatch calls in a potential robbery at a liquor store. We arrive, but there's only a black kid in a hoodie standing outside with a bag of chips and a receipt in his hand. Maddox draws his firearm anyway and points it at the kid's face. "What did you steal?" The kid's hands are trembling, but he holds out the receipt. "I paid for it." Maddox slaps it out of his hand. "Your kind can barely afford rent. You think I believe you paid for anything?" Maddox presses the barrel against his forehead. The kid's legs start shaking. "I didn't steal anything. It's always the same with you animals." He puts his finger on the trigger. "Nobody's gonna care about one less black kid." Those words got me to stop thinking about my badge. I grab Maddox's wrist with both hands and yank the firearm away from the kid's face. Maddox swings his elbow into my jaw, but I don't let go. "You're one of them. I knew it," he says. "You're damn right I am," I say, as we hit the pavement. I pin his arm behind his back and cuff him. "You're finished. You'll never wear."
I hesitated but got in his car with the camera still rolling. We pulled up to a nice hotel and walked into the lobby. He told the receptionist he wanted to book a room for a week for me. She smiled and ran his card and handed me a key. I was holding it like it was made of gold. That's when the camera stopped rolling. His smile dropped immediately. He walked over and reached into my pocket and pulled the couple $100 back out. Then he went to the front desk and told the receptionist to void the payment. She laughed, thinking he was joking. He was dead serious. Told her to cancel it now. I asked him if he really just used me for content. He smirked and said, "Yeah, that's the point." He told the receptionist to void the bill, and she started typing slowly. I told him he filmed me crying and made me hug him on camera. He didn't even look up from reviewing his footage and said it was going to blow up. "You said I deserved it. You're homeless. You deserve nothing." The receptionist hovered her mouse over the cancel button. That's when a manager walked out. Older guy, maybe 50s. Sue. The manager didn't flinch. He told him what he was doing was exploitation and a crime, and that if anything he'd be the one getting sued. He said he was homeless once, and nothing makes him angrier than people like him. He told him the room stays on his card, and he has 30 seconds to leave before he calls the cops and upgrades the room. I tried to step in and said I'd just leave, but the manager held his hand up. "No, you're staying here." The guy's face went red. He looked around and realized he wasn't winning and stormed out. The manager turned to me and told me I was living here for the week with free breakfast every day. Then he asked if I wanted the open janitor position.
I was working the night shift, just driving around, when a car sped past me way above the limit. I instantly flicked my lights on, chasing after him. He was swerving everywhere, and I knew for sure he had to be drunk. "Pull over right now." After a few minutes, he finally slowed down and pulled over. While I was radioing the traffic stop in, I ran his license plate and saw he had been arrested over 10 times for drinking and driving. I was about to get out, but just before I did, I watched this guy turn his car